Hello, welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. My name is Catherine. I am a psychic intuitive medium. Today we're going to be doing a masculine reading. So I know that sometimes the masculine energies kind of get left out when, people are doing readings, especially when they're general readings or readings for the, consciousness. So what I've decided to do is we're going to do a pick a card reading for those who feel that they have a masculine energy. Now, you don't need to be of a particular gender. It's just for those who feel that they may have a more masculine energy than a feminine energy. So this is a pick a card style. So you'll be choosing between the red, blue, and the orange Organites. And just so you know, all the links to these cards are down below in the description box, as well as links to my website if you're interested in a personal reading. So let's begin. We're going to start off with the red Organite. So we're just going to move these over here for later. And we're going to start with the current energy of what is coming through. So this one says the clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, the aha moment. So I feel that for some of you masculines, right off the bat, you either have an idea that you've obviously just thought of, or you might be thinking of a new project. This could be a brand new something. Maybe, the last few months have been kind of dragging your feet, or maybe just no motivation. I'm kind of feeling that for some of you, you may have, suddenly just spurted into action is what I'm getting. Doing what you need to do for yourselves in order to get, whether this is work, career, relationship, whichever one it is. So we're going to pull a couple more cards, and then we're going to do some clarifying cards. So this is for those who chose the red Organite. Powerful personal growth. So this aha moment, right off the bat, what I'm getting here is a lot of you, like I had said, we're dragging your feet, and now, or maybe you just had this idea, but in the back of your head, you weren't sure exactly how to implement it. To be honest, some of you may have been just lazy, but I feel like right now, the last, this week, you're going to be focusing on where to get to your full potential is what I'm getting here. A time for spirit. Okay. So, I also feel for some of you, that time that you took, if you weren't completely motivated, was actually needed. I feel that was a rejuvenation period. So if some of you feel that you may not have been putting in your full energy during that time, I feel like what they're saying to you is it's okay. That time was necessary. That time was needed. It was rejuvenating in some way for you. I also feel for some of you, you are being guided by spirit. You just suddenly had this motivational spurt, this enthusiasm to go forward, and you are being guided by spirit. Now that could, it could be definitely both is what you're feeling. But now is a good time to, this next week coming ahead, this is a perfect time. If you haven't already started, this is a time for your own personal growth. So we're going to get some clarifying cards. That current energy, clarifying for the week ahead. Wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, prepare for change, pause before action. So again, I feel like for some of you, you really needed that time. You needed that time to just rejuvenate yourself. Maybe you were busy, but you weren't going in the right direction. And maybe now you're starting to spurt in the right direction. You had that aha moment and you're going, okay, I feel like I was busy, but maybe I was just running around in circles. Maybe, I had other things, but now I'm moving ahead. Maybe for some of you too, you just were completely unmotivated in order to do it. But I feel like right now you're excited. This is what I keep getting, is the energy is excited. You're determined to move forward. Use your time well. Make every moment count. So now they're saying, now that you're in this energy, or you're about to go into this energy, now's the time. You did some reflections within yourself. You took a pause that you needed to do. You took the time that you needed in order to rejuvenate yourself. And it's saying here, use your time well. Okay, make every moment count, because with this powerful personal growth, this is the time. You know, you don't need to waste time, I guess, focusing on things that you maybe didn't do or things that were holding you back. You know, if there was disappointments, it's saying, you know, don't waste your time on that. Time to move forward. Time to move forward. Let's get this going, because you are about to have a very powerful week, or at least the start of, you know, this week is going to bring power to you for the upcoming, you know, rest of the year or whatever it is. Like this, I feel like this week is your time to completely get motivated, completely move forward. So it's saying here, keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. So that's an interesting card to come in. So I feel that for some of you, your anger could have been directed towards others due to your own lack of motivation. Maybe people were getting on your case about, you know, how come you're not doing this? How come you're not doing that? You know, whatever it is. I feel that for some of you as well, that anger is towards yourself, but I do feel it's also towards other people. I'm really getting that. But what I'm also getting is, even though it may be towards other people, it may be because of issues within yourself. Okay, just being honest, guys. This is what I'm getting. And now is that time to release this anger, move forward, use your time well. Okay, don't spend your time in anger just because, you know, whether it's towards you or someone else, you don't need to be doing that. It's saying, you know, release all of this, move ahead. Okay, sometimes in order to keep our anger, that aha moment, that, you know, if for those in relationships, this very well could be, you know, perhaps a relationship that wasn't being satisfying, and you're having that aha moment because you found your anger coming through. Or maybe for some, you just, yeah, you know, you're just feeling like, why am I putting my anger towards this person? This isn't needed. Okay, but either way, this powerful personal growth is going to come through. This is time for spirit to guide you. And I feel that for some of you, you've already felt this and you're already following the guidance that's been coming through for you. So now we're going to be looking into things that for you to focus on, things for you to, you know, allow to come through. And we're going to be doing, again, some oracle cards. We're going to be doing some clarifying with the tarot. So this is things to allow this next upcoming week, okay? And it's going to be tied into, more than likely, that current situation that's going on, okay? This personal growth. But let's take a look. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So we're looking for messages of what to focus on, things to allow, acceptance, okay? For some of you, this may be, you may be a Cancer, you may be a water sign. You know, again, that doesn't matter. We're just using these cards more for the message than we are for the actual signs. That may resonate with some of you. But it says an emotional phase or domestic development. So yeah, some of you, that anger might have been going towards partners. It may have been going towards other people. It could have been also, too, just yourself because of going through your own emotional phase. Or maybe, you know, if you were under, I guess, quarantine, if you were staying in your house, maybe that personal anger, you know, was towards others, you know, because of the predicament. Whatever it is at that time, you'll know how it resonates with you. And just so you guys know, if this reading isn't resonating with you, please pick another Organite. You know, there's still the blue and the orange to go through. So you will know if this reading is resonating with you. But at the same time, there may be messages in here for you to just take and, you know, allow the rest to drop away. That's what I'm getting. Collaboration. So again, boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. So this doesn't need to be relationships romantically, although, for some this may resonate with you. I do feel this is also, building up a team, building up, whether this is friends, family, co-workers. It's about collaboration. Maybe some of you are returning to work. You're excited to start a new project, or, see your coworkers again, or, get back into that work field. So that aha moment, maybe you had all of these ideas and now you can put them into play. And let's get one more. Reevaluation. So a change of heart. So what it's saying here is that for some of you, you may be changing your heart or your outlook towards whether this is a relationship, again, job, career, however this relates to you. I'm feeling that for some of you, going through these changes that you have gone through or are about to go through this week, I feel these are really, really necessary. It's really a time to reevaluate as to where you are. Are you happy in your current situation? And this is what I'm getting. This is time to, if you haven't had that aha moment already, you're about to. Okay? And it is going to give you that time to reevaluate where you are currently. All right, where you currently are, where it is that you want to be, where it is that you want to go. It's time to take that steps. But here's the thing. Use your time well. Don't spend it holding on to anger. Okay, whether, again, person, place, or thing. It's how you resonate with that. And we're going to get some clarifying messages in regards to what to allow, what to focus in on. Sorry, I was just moving a book. All right. Clarifying messages. All right. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you guys. Okay, so that when the Queen of Swords comes in, this is a really powerful energy. This is an energy of, again, like to some degree reevaluating, but this is a person who, it could actually resonate with an Aquarius in your life, but what I'm getting is that there is a reevaluation going on. It doesn't need to be with the Aquarius. Maybe they're helping. Maybe they're, maybe this is somebody who could potentially be there for you. But what I'm getting with this Queen of Swords energy in general is that I feel it's time to cut out the crap that you no longer need. That Queen of Swords comes in, and if you have been feeling anger, if you're feeling temper, if you're if you're not time managing well, all of these things, ready for an adventure, pause before action. That Queen of Swords, she kind of takes that energy and goes, okay, you know what, enough. She's very outspoken. This is a very outspoken. Now, this could relate to a person in general, but it also can relate to the energy that's supposed to be coming in. So the energy that I feel that you're supposed to be taking from this is, cut the crap. Like, it was good that you had that time to pause, reevaluate, all of that stuff, but now it's time to move forward. Okay, it's time to, create that collaboration perhaps with with other people or somebody within your life. But it's also saying here too is time to move forward. Okay, time to take that idea or that project or whatever it is that you've been wanting to move ahead with, and get rid of all the unemotional baggage that you don't, or the emotional baggage that you don't know, I can't speak, that you no longer need. Okay, so we're going to pull another clarifying card. King of Cups. Interesting. So this is actually really interesting because they're almost like opposite. The Queen of Swords can be very unemotional. The King of Cups, is in charge of his emotion. And this actually could relate to somebody with water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, so it's interesting because we've actually got an Aquarius energy. We got like a Scorpio energy going on here. So this could relate to those of you, who are either energy, but it could also relate to any air signs, water signs. It doesn't need to relate really to people at all. It could be just, again, the energy that's coming through. But the King of Cups is somebody who's in charge of their energy or in charge of their emotions. So it's time now, again, you know, when you're feeling anger, keep your anger. When you're in a place of anger, you're not in control of your emotions. And it's saying it's time to, you know, cut the crap, get a hold of yourself. Bottom line, right? Cut it all out. Get a hold of yourself. This is somebody who knows his own emotional place within himself. All right. And it's time for you to take a look and release all that junk. Okay. Princess of Cups. Again, you know, page, this is like the Page of Cups. So what I'm getting here is this could be, you know, this could be a relationship, guys. This could be like you wanting to bring energy towards somebody. Masculines, this could be. You could be in this place of King of Cups. You might also be looking at somebody who is this Queen of Swords, this Aquarius type of energy. But you know, maybe you're reevaluating, you know, where you were in the past, and you're wanting to bring that energy forward toward this person. Maybe you felt that, you know, they weren't interested, or they were being cold, or whatever it was towards you, or maybe, you know, they're just fed up with your crap. But it's time to, you know, put that energy towards, you know, whatever it is. Again, it doesn't need to be a person, but, you know, this Page of Cups is like, it's like beginning in fresh energy on an emotional level. It's doing something that you love. So you're finding that place within you. You're finding that place that you absolutely love to, and you want to move forward. You're reevaluating, you know, some of your old, you know, habits, or your old ways of life, or your old, you know, things that you maybe thought that you needed to hold on to, but now you're reevaluating, you're letting it go. So that is what we're focusing on this week. Okay. So I hope that that has helped. I do feel like this is going to be a really strong week for you. And it's interesting because we do have that collaboration again. So this very well could be like, you know, where you're coming through and you're reevaluating maybe somebody that you weren't interested in before. Maybe you're looking forward, you know, you're looking at them in a different way and kind of reevaluating your thoughts towards them, because it has that change of heart. Okay. So anyway, what we're going to look into right now is things to let go of and things to clear for this upcoming week. All right. Things that no longer serve you, things that you can just let go of. So these are the Heal Yourself energy cards. And again, I did put all of the links below in the description box. If anybody's interested in purchasing decks, you can, if you purchase them through the links that I've provided, I think I make a couple of cents or something, but here we go. So we're looking into energy for the masculine, those that chose the red Organite. So selling out. You know, this is interesting. Because to be honest, when you're in that place of anger, when you're, you know, reevaluating yourself is never selling out. But I do feel that for some of those, you know, masculines who were sort of in a negative place, I feel that within you, you know, it's time to let go of selling out. That's what it's telling me right away. Sexual arts. So again, this could be a relationship. This could be, you know, maybe you're interested in a relationship. Maybe there's one in the horizon. Take off your mask. It's time for you guys to be authentic. That's what you're letting go of. You're letting go of inauthenticity is what I feel. Okay, it's time to be authentic, whether this is with you, whether this is with someone else. It's time, you know, work, whatever it is, stop selling out is what I'm getting. That's what you need to clear. A lot of times our temper comes in because we're in a negative head, heart, spirit type of space, whatever it is. And, you know, when we look back at things that we may have sold out to. Maybe we weren't completely satisfied within a job. Maybe we weren't completely satisfied in a relationship, whatever it is. We end up with this energy of, oh, I sold out. I could have done better. I should have done better. But then what happens is we end up going, and kind of staying in that negative mind frame. I can never do better because I did this before. Okay. And that Queen of Swords energy is what I'm getting, is that's where it's coming in also, and saying, oh my God, stop it, stop it. Like, stop going back, stop, even if you sold out in the past, that doesn't matter. Again, relationships, works, whatever it is. Even if you did in the past, let that energy go and time to move forward. That aha moment is coming through. And I feel like a lot of you already know this. You already know, like, why are you hanging on to this? You're sitting there questioning yourself already, saying, okay, I don't need to do this. And if you haven't done that, it's about to come through this week is what I'm getting. If this is in regards to a relationship, it is saying here, time to take off your mask. Time to allow yourself to be who you are supposed to be. A lot of times, especially, with the masculine energy at times, sometimes they don't feel safe in order to express themselves, or to express themselves in the way that they want to express themselves. Sometimes they hold back. And I feel like now is the time to take off that mask. It's time for you to reveal who you truly are, whether this is, whatever aspect it lands in within your life. But I am getting, again, relationship here. It's the sexual arts that's coming in. Maybe in the past you sold out to relationships that were, that you didn't need. That, you for whatever reason, you jumped into a relationship too quickly, or maybe you felt that it was good for you at the time. But it's saying here, let go of that, move forward. If there is somebody that you're interested in, that you want to take that leap with, you're going to have to take off your mask in order to do it. Because, when you're only coming at somebody, when you're only approaching somebody, excuse my language, half-assed, you are selling out. You're selling out not only to yourself, but you're selling out to them, because you're not allowing yourself or them to see who you truly are. Okay? So that's what I'm getting. Let's do some clarifying cards. So yeah, see, there you go. You're holding back. Eight of Swords comes through. So the Eight of Swords energy, I love this energy because it's not really external. It is eternal, but you can move past it. It's an energy of all you have to do. There's really nothing holding her back, even though her hands are tied or she's blindfolded. Really, if she just walked through the sword, she'd be fine. But it's an internal energy of holding yourself back. So this is exactly what it's saying. Stop holding yourself back. It's time to move forward. Time to take off that blindfold. Time to stop restraining yourself. Okay? Allow yourself to see. It's kind of funny because the mask and the blindfold, allow yourself to see and to show others who you truly are. This is what I'm getting. This is what to let go of and clear this week. I'm also getting the Three of Wands. So it's what I'm feeling here as well. We have actually got the 3-3, the 3 in here, 3-3. I'm really feeling that for some of you, this could be relationships. This could be, it doesn't always have to be romantic. But I feel like you have been holding back in some way towards, again, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but I do feel that some of you are holding back towards relationships or a particular person. This could be job, career, but when the Three of Wands comes through, you're starting to see the light. So it's like this person, this Eight of Swords energy has taken off their mask. They've released. They've used those swords to cut through these, binds that are binding them down. They've taken off their mask. They're starting to see now. They see their ship coming in. They can see the future. They're actually getting excited. That aha moment is starting to come through. Yeah, and look, we got the King of Cups again. I feel for some of you, relationships, you know, if you've been holding back. Again, this is so much a Scorpio energy. It's funny that both of the King of Cups are coming through, you know, within this reading. So this very well could be Scorpio, or, you know, possibly a water sign energy of some sort. But yeah, I feel that for the masculines watching this, it's time to get in charge of your own emotional presence. This is what I'm getting. And by taking off your mask, by allowing yourself to be free, by looking forward to the future, by, you know, not selling out, that's exactly what you're doing. You're taking charge of your emotional future, your own emotional self, your own essence of who you are inside. This is what I'm getting here. So, you know, hopefully that's resonated with you. We're going to do some closing messages from the universe and seeing what they have to say. So this particular deck, I will be reading from. Just simply, this is a mystical shaman deck. I don't know all of the message, just simply because they're really only one word, but the messages within the book are very profound, and I love it. So we are going to pull a card for this, just as a closing message for those masculines that picked the red organite. I feel this is going to be a really powerful week for you guys, and if you do allow yourself to move forward, you're going to really see that you're going to go, why didn't I do this sooner? This aha, like, why didn't I do that sooner? And that actually could be the aha moment that's coming through. It's like, why didn't I do this? I should have done this sooner instead of holding back. The Sorcerer. Okay, so I'm actually going to read again from, you know, from the book for this. And just give me 1 second. I just have to find it. Sorry. The Sorcerer. So the Sorcerer, I mean, you know, that's also a very masculine energy too, right? Magic, masculine. But let's see what he has to say. So the essence of the card. Now, I will read the whole page, but just so you guys know, because it is upright, I'm feeling like more the invitation is what, you know, we are going to be reading. The medicine, now, if the medicine does resonate with you, take it as it is. But the medicine is usually when the card is like in a reversed. Okay, it's something that you may need to do, the medicine. The essence. This is the source of dark power. The Sorcerer represents a destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. So again, coming through, that's the basic energy of the card. Okay, so again, coming through, you know, we're looking at that selling out. We're looking at the temper. Okay, so some of you might have been in a really negative place this last little while, and this is your time. This is your aha moment to move past that. It also says, when the Sorcerer enters your circle, you're being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity, self-centered fear manifest in your world. Examine the destructive part of your psyche that misuses power or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, lust, greed, bigotry, or hatred. Perhaps you've harmed someone because of these dark tendencies. Again, that anger card coming through. If so, all is not lost. You've only forgotten all that all beings are interconnected and the universe is abundant. The Sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. Okay, aha, right? You've been given a second chance. Correct your course and practice not blaming others for the darkness that lives inside of you. Make peace with it and choose another way. And the medicine of the card is, have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others when you were out of alignment? So this definitely could be resonating with some of you. You know, feeling out of alignment. You've been feeling like, you know, like that selling out energy coming through again. Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to others and the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. So I love this. This actually is perfect. Okay, I feel like this card was perfect to end this particular reading. And, you know, looking back at all of the cards that we had here that keep your temper, you know, use your time, the selling out, it's time for spirit to come through. Allow yourself to focus in on the true beauty of you. That this is what I'm getting. Look into your true essence. Allow yourself to go into that King of Cups energy where you're in charge of your emotions. And, you know, if you have hurt somebody in the past, or if you feel that, you know, they've hurt you, it's time to allow the forgiveness. It's time to forgive others, allow them to forgive you. It's time to move forward. Stop selling out. Okay? This is what I'm, you know, that aha moment. This is what I'm getting for you guys. So, you know, whether you're in that energy, about to go into that energy, or perhaps even closing out that energy, I hope that this has helped. And we're going to move on to the blue Organite. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so for those of you that chose the blue reading, and remember, you know, if any of the readings don't resonate with you, if you chose, you know, whichever Organite, that doesn't matter. Just choose the one, you know, the opposite. So, you know, if the blue doesn't resonate with you, choose the red, choose the orange. Take the messages that you're receiving and leave the rest. So this is coming through guidance, but where would it lead you? Okay, I'm going to pull a couple more cards for this, but I feel that for some of you, you may have received guidance. Now, whether this is, you know, from others around you, from yourself, from your, you know, higher self, the way I'm kind of looking at this card is it may be guidance from others. But let's take a look, and we're going to pull some clarifying cards as well. Just, you know, it sort of has like a darker, ominous feeling to it is what I'm getting. And for some of you, you may have been receiving guidance, but is it where you're supposed to go? Or maybe you're feeling like you have to follow a certain path because of guidance that's coming through to you, and maybe you don't feel like you're resonating with that guidance. Let's see what else is coming through. Okay, so, you know, for some of you, that very well may be what you're looking at this week. It's time for a treat. Candy cane angel. So let's see what else is coming through here. Count your blessings. Interesting. I feel like for some of you, again, you know, it goes into that guidance. This guidance that may have come from other people, external sources. It could be within yourself. It could be, too, that the guidance is, it's time for you to count your blessings. Okay, this card has a very like ominous type of, you know, darker feel to it is what I keep getting. But then we have it's time for a treat and count your blessings. So what I'm looking at is the guidance for you for this week is to count your blessings. Take a look, you know, if you were in sort of, again, a dark negative place, like in the first reading, maybe, you know, maybe you've been feeling like you need some blessings coming in, and it's saying, you know, they're there. It's time for a treat. Like, you know, count your blessings. Take a look at the things that are around you, and allow yourself to enjoy it for once. That feels like more the guidance of this week. For some of you, it could be guidance that is coming to you from, again, from others. Maybe they're telling you to count their blessings. But we're going to get some clarifying cards and see what is going on here. It feels like, I feel like this is really going to resonate with some of you. Like, it's time to sit down and really count the things that are important in your life right now. belong to your own dreams, create your own life. Yeah, like, again, looking back at this guidance, this could very well be very separate too. Okay, because this create your own life, this guidance that's coming through, I just keep getting like somehow the guidance for some of you may be coming from others that you're not completely resonating with. Maybe you feel like you have to promote it or encourage whatever their agenda is, for your own gain. Like, sometimes we feel like, even if we're not 100% agreeing with somebody, this could be coming from a boss or higher ups or, even family, friends, that sort of thing. But, sometimes people push their agenda onto us. And this is saying, your dreams are yours. Create your own life. You don't need to, follow yourself, like follow your inner guidance, follow your own integrity, follow your own core self is what I'm getting. If something's not resonating with you, it's time to, create your own dream, belong to your own dream. This is what I'm getting. So let's get some more. It changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Yeah. You might have been right on board with whatever guidance that was coming to you. For a while, maybe you weren't completely seeing things clearly. Maybe you weren't seeing another person's agenda. But now you're starting to open up. Now you're starting to recognize it for what it is. And you're going, okay, you know what? I'm seeing this. I'm seeing what you're trying to do. I'm seeing what you're trying to push on me. I'm seeing, I'm feeling my own true self. And sometimes too, it's time for a treat and count your blessings. It's like, maybe their agenda or maybe what somebody is pushing on you may not be resonating and you're scared to let it go. Okay. Because maybe there's, again, sometimes, just as an example, if a boss is pushing their agenda, or let's say like a political party or something else is pushing their agenda on you, and this could be, family, friends, whatever. If it's not resonating with you and you decide, like, look this is just not for me. This is not the way I feel. This is not the way, this is not who my true self is. It's saying, you don't have to worry about letting it go. It's time for you to count your own blessings, trust your own guidance. It's time for a treat. Like, it's time to treat yourself with your own life. That's another message that's coming through. Treat yourself with your own life. It doesn't need to be somebody else's life. Okay. This is your life. Law is not justice, rules that are not fair. Yeah, like, I really keep getting this. Somebody has been pushing something on you. And, it doesn't need to be a particular individual per se. It can be, a group. It could be, within your church, family, whatever this is. But I feel like you guys are discovering what it is that you want, or you have discovered what it is that you want. And you're like, no, I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. And you're starting to recognize that that's what feels like it's about. It may not be fair that if you don't follow their agenda, that, the hard part is that sometimes not following somebody's agenda, it could end up in a situation of some sort of loss, right? They might, push you aside, you might lose a job, whatever it is. Like, but what I'm also feeling too is that it's saying here, like, this is something to really take a look at, because it's time for you. And it's, count your blessings. Like, I feel like this is also the inner guidance that you're receiving as well. It's okay to let these go, because you have other blessings within your life. So, if you're not feeling like you should be following something or someone or listening to something anymore, look inside yourself this week. This is what I'm really getting. Where is it that you want to go? Who is it that you want to be? It's not somebody else's agenda. This is your life. It should be your agenda, your dreams, your blessings, all of that. Okay, if we're just living our life for somebody else because, they feel that this is how it should be, it's time to say adios sometimes, you know. Maybe you can't do it immediately, but I feel like now is the time to at least start making those plans forward, if at all possible. Okay. Or it could be, you know, maybe you have to compromise in some way, or, you know, approach them with a compromise in some way. But it is saying to count your blessings. So now we're going to take a look into what to focus on and what to allow this week. So what guidance is coming through, what information from your own guides, your own angels, about allowing and what to focus on this week. The first card that's coming in is the Libra. So rebalance. Yeah, rebalance. Reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. You know how it's so interesting how we've already had this rebalance, you know, coming through here. Just, where did I put those cards? Just give me a second here. We've already had law is not always justice, rules that are not fair, rebalance. Again, you know, and this could be Libra energy. This could be dealing with a Libra. You could be a Libra. You know, this, you know, maybe the person or whatever it is, you know, has that Libra type of energy. But it is saying, like, it's time to reevaluate, rebalance, okay? And if it is a Libra person that is pushing on you, or you feel like you're being, it's their agenda, you know, it's time to really reevaluate this relationship, okay? The relationships are supposed to be a balance, you know, between the two of you. So this is what I'm getting. Now, for some of you, this could be pushing your agenda onto somebody as well. Okay. So take that how it resonates, whether this is your agenda or whether it's, you know, somebody else's. I feel like you need to start doing what it is for you. Allow yourself to live your own dream, your own life. The other energy that's coming in is the Leo. So these are things that we're to be focusing on this week. Focus on joy. Joy within you. A time of celebration and success is what the card says. And the third one that's coming through is Aquarius. Oh, interesting. Your inner wild child awakens. Free spirit. Yeah. Rebalance. Time to rebalance. Let go of those things that we no longer need. Let go of the people that, you know, are not doing us, giving us the best justice, you know, like this. I don't know, I keep getting like, so there's some of you that have been really sitting there going, oh, you know, I'm not resonating with what this person is saying anymore. I'm not resonating with what it is they want me to do. I'm not resonating with this thought process or whatever it is. It's time, you know, to free spirit, joy, be you. Time for you to be you. Time for you to live your own dream. Rebalance that is what I'm really getting. So we're going to be looking into here. We're going to get some clarifying cards for this. And remember, I did put all of the card links down into the description below. If you do like a particular deck, and you do purchase through the link, I think I do make a couple of cents or something like that. So, yeah, Prince of Swords coming through. So this is somebody who is charging ahead. Here's the interesting thing. So I feel that for some of you, you've already done this process. You already have looked at the things that you're not aligning with, okay, within your life. And you're taking that energy and charging forward with it. So for some of you, you have already begun to reevaluate relationships or careers, jobs, all of that thing. You're already taking charge. It's time to step forward. You know, sometimes that rules are not fair. Okay. And that's the hard part too, right? But it's saying here that time to just go ahead. This guy is charging right into battle. And again, you know, this could be an air sign that you're dealing with. This could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra with this Prince of Swords energy coming through. We've also got the Aquarius and the Libra. That's, you know, also the Leo. But this could be a person, I'm kind of feeling maybe possibly a Libra energy, that you're just not jiving with them anymore. This is just, you're just time to move forward, time to let go. Again, doesn't need to be a relationship, and it could be any sign, just because I'm saying this, but this is the energy that's coming through. It's kind of like the air energy doesn't really deal with emotions anymore. So it's really saying, let go of the emotions that are surrounding this energy. Okay, if somebody's pushing their agenda or their guidance or whatever it is upon you, and it's not something that you are resonating with, don't look at it from your heart. Try to look at it from your head, and your head is going to be saying, I want to live in joy. Your heart is also saying that too, but that free spirit, they're not worried about whatever everybody else thinks. They're just doing them. Like, they're doing you, is what I'm getting. Do you. Do what makes you happy, what makes you satisfied. So the Three of Pentacles is coming through. For some of you, you could be thinking about a project. Two of Cups. Yeah, this might very well have to do with relationships. I feel like for some of you, again, this isn't going to resonate with all of you. I feel like for some of you, you might be letting go of one relationship because that wasn't resonating with you. This Three of Pentacles energy is coming through, which can sometimes indicate like a third-party situation. And you might be resonating with this other person who allows you to be feeling like a free spirit. They just let you do what, you want to do. So that might be resonating with some of you. Okay. Again, if it comes to take it as it is, career, hobbies, within yourself, whatever. But I do feel that for some of you, you might be working toward having that feeling of that Two of Cups energy, that love energy, loving what it is within you and what it is that you're doing, being that free spirit. You want to be that free spirit. So I feel like some of you have been really held back as to moving forward. Okay. And now's the time to let it go. Hey, you know what? Rules are not always fair. Things are not always fair. If somebody's been pushing something on you, it's also not fair towards you. So you can let it go. Time to move forward. Time to, go ahead, do what it is that you need to do. This Cups energy is also coming through, so it could be very much, there very well could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Pentacles is coming through, earth energy. But what I am getting here is, it doesn't need to be a particular person, although again that might resonate with some of you, but I do feel that either way, it's what you need to do. You know what you need to do. You need to let go. You need to not worry about other people's thoughts. I feel like for some of you, you're also kind of thinking, because I'm hearing for some of you, yeah, you know what? They haven't really given me much thought. Why am I putting all of this energy into them? It's time to rebalance that energy. Okay, whoever that pertains to in your life, or whatever that pertains to in your life, maybe take another direction. Okay, so these are things to let go of, release, or clear for this week. And then we're going to be doing some clarifying cards. So this is for those release, clear. For those that chose the blue Organite, I feel like this one. Have faith. Yeah, when we take that step forward, we get worried about, letting go of something. Like, what if something else doesn't come through, or am I making the wrong choice, or whatever it is. But it's also saying here, count your blessings. Okay, have faith that you have enough within you, is what I'm getting, in order to make that leap forward this week. All right. And some of you might be at the beginning of this. Some of you may be going through this throughout the week. Some of you might be at the end of this, and you're just getting the clarification that what you've done is what you needed to do. Rejection. Yeah. So this is something to let go of. I feel like if somebody's going to feel rejected, it's kind of not your problem. You know, not to be blunt, but have to be at times, right? Healing. Yeah, healing energy is also coming through. Now, for some of you, you may have felt like you were rejected. Maybe some of you feel, you know, that energy of rejection that's, you know, coming through. I feel for some of you, you might be rejecting somebody. Okay, so this is what we're releasing and what we're clearing this week. And I feel like for some of you, if you felt like I'm too scared to take that leap, that, you know, take that inner guidance that I'm receiving about, you know, this is not aligning with how I feel inside, you might feel like I'm going to be rejected if I don't follow their agenda. If I don't follow what I'm supposed to be doing, even though it doesn't feel right, I'm going to be rejected. And yeah, you know, you might be, but here's the thing is you're going to also heal quickly, and you're going to like have that faith that that healing energy will come in quickly. Count your blessings is what I'm getting. Okay. Now, for some of you, if you are rejecting somebody, have faith that you're doing it because it is something that you need to do. Oh, obviously, don't do it mean or, you know, unkind, or, you know, you have to be honest about, you know, why it is that you're doing what you're doing. But at the same time, allow that healing energy for the situation to come through. And again, that's, you know, not going to resonate with everybody, but I do feel that for some of you, that may be playing a role. I am feeling, though, for the majority, though, is don't sit there and wallow in the energy of rejection. Do you. Be you. Be who you need to heal. Be who you need to be. Allow the healing to come through. So let's get some clarifying messages in regards to this energy. Look at the Lovers again. So we're getting here, this is the Gemini energy. So we're getting, you know, the Two of Cups. We're getting the Lovers. I feel like for some of you, this definitely might be relationship. But, you know, again, the Lovers is sometimes too about making choices. Okay. And you have to make the choice ultimately, whether this has to do with relationships or, you know, whatever it is that's resonating, you know, within this reading for you, you have to make the choice of following your heart. You have to follow your heart. People might feel rejected. You might feel rejected ultimately, you know, at the beginning. But the bottom line is you're doing what is good for you. When you choose, when you're coming from your heart, you're never going to go wrong. Okay. That Ace of Cups. Yeah, this could be very much individual too for some of you. You know, the Ace of Cups is about allowing love to overflow, to come in. This can be also a very individual card with that number 1. You know, it's about doing what makes you happy, finding your own joy. Okay. Counting those blessings, finding your own, there it is, your own joy to come through. All right. And sometimes we have to make hard decisions in order to do that. The Chariot, yeah, you're just going ahead. Like, you know, again, you know, sometimes the Chariot can be, do I go, do I stay? You know, sometimes one horse is sort of like maybe not going as quickly as the other. But I do feel it's charging ahead. Okay, you're taking charge. You're taking the reins now. You're moving forward. So, you know, and things about releasing for this week and clearing is clearing that energy, again, of what no longer serves you. Okay, this is the advice that's coming in. Focus on you this week. Focus on you. Make the decision that is feeling good on you. Release is what I'm getting. Clear that energy of rejection. Okay, release the energy of not having faith. Release the energy of not healing, because all of this is a very good focus point for this week. It's going to make you stronger for the months to come. And I feel like this is just a step forward. You have to go through this path in order to receive what it is that you know, you ultimately, like, in order to find your dream. But we can't reach our dreams sometimes if we're stuck in this old yucky energy of, you know, not following our heart. Okay, that's what I keep getting for this. So I really hope that that has resonated with some of you, but we are going to do a clarifying and closing card from the universe. We're going to be using the Mystical Shaman deck. I'm going to be pulling a card. I am going to be reading from the book for this particular deck, simply because the messages that are in the book are actually quite profound, and they really resonate with the cards, and you probably will hear the message that it is that you need from within. Okay. Messages for those that chose the blue card, or the blue Organite. Closing messages that's coming through. The rainbow. I love this. Okay. Let me just grab the book. All right, the rainbow. So the essence is about the actual essence of the card. The invitation is things to allow. The medicine is like the healing energy of the card. So the essence says, the rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of true spiritual path, which manifest as the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as the full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. At the end of our lives, we can journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. When the rainbow appears, it is an affirmation that all is well and that you are in the right relationship with spirit. Again, that healing energy and that faith from those other cards that came through. The invitation is, the rainbow tells you that at the end of the storm is near. Persevere and remember it is darkest just before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn, even while the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet, or let your guard down fully. Don't get caught in pursuit of the illusion of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Find the treasure now, in the moment, by coming into the right relationship with those around you. All of your gifts are at hand, so obvious you may have missed them. Be true with your intentions and do not be led astray by daydreams. So do not get, you know, again, it really talks about being you. Don't get caught in the pursuit of an illusion of somebody else's rainbow, especially, or the, you know, at the pot at the end of the rainbow. Follow your own integrity is what I get. Be true with your intentions, okay? In order to gain what it is that we want within our lives, in order to gain those dreams that we really want to manifest within our whole being, we need to follow our own true core and our own true integrity. For some of you, I do feel that doing some chakra healing would be amazing for you. You know, there are many YouTube videos out there on chakra healing. You can listen to, you know, them while you sleep. You can listen through them out the day, whatever it is. But I do feel that for some of you, you know, especially concentrating on like that sacral chakra, the solar plexus, that will really help, okay? Because it will help open you up, and it helps release a lot of fear, and it helps you to follow your true path. Because when you're feeling good on the inside, when your gut, okay, like just below you, like your rib cage, when that feels good, when you feel open and it feels alive, you know you're following your true path. And again, don't let somebody else's thoughts or agendas get into the way of you living your own dreams. So I truly hope that's how it's helped. And we're going to move on to those who chose the Orange Organite. Okay, so for those of you who chose the Orange Organite, Carnivorous Flower Fairy. A tempting offer has a high price. All right. So I feel that for some of you, interesting. The first thing I actually get for some of you is that there might be a third party situation going on. You may have had an offer for from somebody. I'm also kind of getting the offer is sounding too good to be true. Okay, so again, this can relate to relationship, work, however it resonates within you. Okay, it could be an offer that has come to you regarding money. It could be an offer that's coming to you regarding relationship. But I feel that for some of you, you're tempted, but ultimately you're already knowing within yourself that there could be a high price to pay in regards to that. So the second one that's coming through, Storm Angel, collision of belief styles, attitudes, and energies. Interesting. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull one more here. I feel like this one. Angel of Alchemy, Miracle. Okay, I actually kind of like that. But here's the thing. I feel like we're going to pull some clarifying cards, but for some of you, you're debating about an offer. It's tempting. It's tempting. But it is going to cause a collision somehow of beliefs, your style, your attitude, energy. Like this isn't, I'm basically feeling if you take this offer, I feel it's the easy way out of some sort of situation. So this, however this resonates with you, I feel like for some of you, this might be, taking this offer is going to be the easy way out. Okay, now this Angel of Alchemy, this miracle that's coming through, I'm feeling like if you are to disregard this offer, you're going to be following what it is that feels, that miracle comes through. It feels like a relief off of your shoulders for some of you. I feel like this offer may have actually put kind of a weight on you, okay, of however it is. This could be somebody, person, place, thing, but I feel like for some of you, taking that offer is you already know this. This is what I'm getting. You guys already know this. Or, if this offer is coming through this week, be aware, that taking this offer of however it is could lead to dissatisfaction within you. It could be causing a lot of discord between you and possibly something else or somebody else is what I'm getting. Okay, so we're going to take a look and get some clarifying cards. Sometimes not taking the easy way out is how we produce the miracles. Sometimes something might seem like a miracle, okay? So for some of you, it may feel like this tempting offer that's coming through, or this offer, or whatever it is that's coming towards you may feel like a miracle, but ultimately it, if it feels like an easy solution to something that has been weighing on you, I'm getting it's not. Okay, it ultimately it could cause some sort of clash, or it could cause a discord even within yourself. Okay, is what I'm getting. Keeping up, immense effort, advance. Okay, and let's get some more clarifying cards in regards to this. All must have prizes. Trying to please everyone. Yeah. Sometimes when we take an offer, we feel like that's exactly what we're doing. We're trying to also please ourselves too, right? Because it's an easy way out. We don't have to do the work then. Choices, feeling blocked and restrained. Yeah. So even though you may have been, okay, so this is the message that I'm also getting here. Even though you may have been blocked or restrained in regards to a certain decision, a certain choice, whatever it is, taking the easy way out. I feel like for some of you, this could have to do with relationships too. Sometimes when we take the easy way out of a relationship, like if we decide we're going to ghost somebody or not, give reasons behind it, or, whatever it is that we choose to do, or we walk away from something without some sort of explanation, or if we just, sort of let it go, it is at that moment an easy solution, but it's also feeling like you know, it's going to cause a lot of issues further on down the line, is what I'm getting. But, and that was just a message that's going to come in for some of you, you know, whether it resonates or not. Again, you know, you can either accept it or let it go if it doesn't resonate with you, but stop trying to please everybody. It's also saying here. And again, taking that easy way out can somebody, you know, sometimes it feels like you're pleasing everybody, or this, you know, tempting offers. You feel if you don't take it, you might be disappointing somebody by not taking it. Okay, taking that offer may please everybody because you're trying to do that, but it's also saying you're going to feel in this energy of feeling blocked or restrained. So sometimes, you know, again, that easiest solution or the best solution isn't always the easiest choice. It does take immense effort in order to advance through it, but there's a lesson in there somewhere for you. Okay, you know what they say, you know, if we don't learn our lessons, we end up repeating them. So if this is something that you have possibly taken the easy way out before in the past, if you've always kind of taken that choice, you know, you just sort of go, okay, well, I'm just, you know, this is the easiest way. I don't want to have to deal with this right now. Okay. Ultimately, you're going to relive that. You're going to have to go through that energy again. And it does. What happens is that we end up feeling blocked. We end up feeling restrained. We don't end up feeling like we're making, you know, it always causes some sort of issue, right? When we take that easy choice, when we take that easy way out, that tempting offer, it always ends up with some sort of high price. That offer doesn't need to be from an external source. It can be within yourself. Okay, as I said, is not, you know, being honest, not being open, you know, it's really what I'm getting. And again, I'm feeling like for some of you that this offer may be coming in as some sort of miracle. Okay, it may feel like some sort of miracle. Oh, there's the best solution right away. But ultimately, it's really saying it's not. Okay. You have to focus in on what is going to be the solution to helping you feel unblocked, letting go of those restraints that are holding on to you. Sometimes when we take an offer, somebody actually ends up putting more restraints on us because we have taken the easy way out. Right? And, you know, do you want to stay in that energy? That's basically what it's asking. So I feel like for some of you, this is really going to resonate, but that's just the energy coming in for this week. We're going to take a look at what to allow and what to focus on for this upcoming week. So what to allow, what to focus in on. Just give me 1 second. Somehow my cards got mixed up there. Okay. So what to allow for this week? What is it that we should be allowing? What should we allow to, where should we be putting our energy this week? Okay. So this is for those of you who chose the Orange Organite. Now remember, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, feel free to choose either the blue or the red Organite. Sometimes the messages, you know, you might just resonate with part of the message, and that's okay. You know, or maybe you'll resonate with part of the message from all three readings today. So take what feels good to you and leave the rest, okay? Take the messages how you feel they are being told to you within yourself, is what I'm saying. So the first one that's coming in is Virgo energy, contentment. Okay, the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. Okay, so these are things to allow, things to focus on. So, you know, allow yourself to focus in on contentment. It's also saying here, wonder, follow your dreams. Yeah. And let's choose one last one. I feel like this one here. Taurus, self-esteem. Yeah, so here's where we are, guys, is what I'm getting is that for some, when we're not focusing in on our own dreams, when we're, when we're taking offers, or, when we're being led into like some sort of temptation of some way that is going to be the easiest for us, it doesn't allow us to have that contentment of having that self-esteem of personal growth. Okay, I mean, that's the bottom line. We might feel temporarily happy, okay, because we've resolved an issue, but we haven't really resolved the issue that is going to make us feel the strongest inside. So this is really saying here, this is a week to focus in on your own wonderment, your own self-esteem, your own contentment. Okay, I feel like, for some of you, that this is just an energy of this week of not taking always the easy path. Okay, and again, nobody wants to struggle, and I don't feel they're struggling. What I'm actually getting here is with that miracle card that came in, I feel that choosing the path of, that maybe not be the easiest is going to be the miracle. That's where it leads you to that contentment, that wonder, that self-esteem. It allows you to break a cycle of some sort in whatever area this is regarding. It allows you to break that cycle. And when we break that cycle, we usually don't go back to those cycles. We let them go because we feel that contentment of releasing that cycle. We release that pattern. So, and I'm also feeling that for some of you, this very well could be, it literally could be about your health. There could be some sort of, dependency. It doesn't need to be, alcohol or drugs or anything like that, but although for some of you that may resonate with you. But I'm also feeling like a dependency upon either taking an easy way out, not doing the full work behind what it is that you need to do in order to become complete or feel that contentment within yourself, okay, to boost that self-esteem. Because when we go through, I feel like some of you are literally sitting there saying, I would love to be here. These are my dreams. I want to be here, but I'm stuck in this cycle. And it's saying, in order to reach the end of that cycle, in order to quit those cycles, you have to go through the personal growth in order to achieve it, because that is going to reach that highest level of self-esteem. Okay, so we're going to get some clarifying cards. The Six of Pentacles. So, again, looking into where that tempting offer is coming through, it may feel like the Six of Pentacles is about exchange, give and take. And if you're always in an energy of like taking that easy way out, it can cause a lot of unbalance within your life. Okay, for some of you, maybe you're the ones that are always giving to people, but again, this is a time to end that cycle and allow your own people to give back to you as well. Okay, that King of Pentacles. Yeah, interesting, because I feel like, so the King of Pentacles, I just want to take this one, that Ace of Swords, a lot of clarity coming in this week, a lot of clarity. So I feel like for a lot of you, you already know the work that you need to do. You already know that you have to stop taking, the easy road. The shortest road isn't always the easy road in order to reach this King of Pentacles. So then the King of Pentacles comes in. He's like the King of the Kings. He sits on his mountain. He's got it all going on. Okay. He's the finances, relationships, all of that. He knows how he is. He's just the king. He's got everything. Right? And that's where he's got this high level of self-esteem. But in order to reach that, it wasn't an easy road. It wasn't handed to him. He's learned a lot. He's a very wise king. He's a very grounded king. He's a king that has put that work and that effort behind what it is that he's trying to, he's always wanted to achieve. There was a balance of that give and take. Okay, in order to be that King of Pentacles, you can't always take, whether that means taking the easy road or just giving to others or allowing them to only give to you. you're not going to reach this king, this level of high personal self-esteem without taking that harder road, is what I'm getting. And there's a lot of clarity coming in for you guys who chose this Orange Organite this week. There's a lot of clarity. There's a lot of, this is how to do it. And again, it's not always the easiest road, but I feel this is the necessary road, and this is the road that you need to focus on this week. So whether you're already going through, you've already had these realizations, maybe you've already recognized this. And I feel that for some of you, the Pentacles is a very earth sign. There's also, we have some air signs going on in here. But what I'm really getting here is it's time to, it's really time to do the work that's needed within you in order to achieve these dreams, in order to be that King of Pentacles. And again, some of you have already received these messages. Maybe some of you have already realized this state of consciousness, like you're already going through the process of it. Some of you might be, in the middle of it. Some of you might be beginning it. But I feel if you allow this energy to come in and sit and contemplate about what it is, where is it that I need to go? What do I need to do that's, not always the easiest path? What do I need to let go of in order to achieve that full fulfillment within myself, that high self-esteem, that following my dreams? How do I get there? How do I allow myself to release these energies that, it might not always, again, be the easiest road, but it is going to be the necessary road. And I feel like each step that you're on is also going to lead to this path of enlightenment. We learn things when we climb the hill, right? It's whether we have to step on branches, or maybe we're dealing with animals, or maybe we're dealing with whatever it is. When we're climbing a mountain, there's obstacles that come up that are necessary for our learning, is what I keep getting. So these are things that we need to release or clear from our energy this week. Pay attention to signs. So this is a really interesting card, actually. I feel like we're just going to pull a couple more here, though. Letting go. Yeah. Pull one more. This is releasing energy for those who chose the orange for this week. Beauty. Okay. So again, releasing that energy is not always the easiest, but it's always the necessary one. That beauty is not only internal beauty, but it's external beauty. Okay? This is feeling that self-esteem within yourself, that beauty, allowing it to emanate. And in order to reach that King of Pentacles type of energy, we have to allow the energy to emanate from within us. Right? For me, when I'm looking at this card, I'm even seeing like this fire behind him, like this strength, he's got a good balance of everything. You've got the water, you've got the fire, you've got the earth, you've got the air energy. Like he's on top of his world. When you have that inner and outer beauty, allowing yourself to let go, allowing yourself that harder path. And when I see this sign, it's saying pay attention to the signs. So you already know what it is that you need to do. Or I feel like the guidance is going to be coming in this week. And if you're in a place of confusion, okay, if you're sitting there and you go, well, I don't know how to do this, I don't know what to do, here's something that really helps. Is ask your guides, ask your angels, ask your higher self. A lot of times all we have to do is ask for a sign to come in, and we will see a sign coming in. And just as an example, I was asking for a sign this week in regards to, a particular thing that I was trying to figure out. And I didn't know, path A, path B, this sort of thing. And so I asked for a sign. And what I sometimes do is I'll ask for things that I'm not going to see in my normal, regular life. I'll say, can I, and this week I actually asked for a skateboard because I I don't normally see a skateboard, you know. And within 10 minutes, there is, you know, a story about Tony Hawk that came on. He had his skateboard and he was helping out a kid with his skateboard. It was really, I was like, oh, well, there you go. There's my sign. But sometimes when we're looking at things that we need to release or let go of, you know, and again, not taking always that easy road to achieve her highest personal level of achievement, we just need to ask for the signs, and we will get guided towards that. Okay. And that's what I'm really getting. So we're going to get some clarifying cards for these energies. So that Knight of Coins comes in. So here's the thing. This is really interesting because we've got that King of Pentacles, which is, you know, the King of Coins. We've got the Knight of Coins. I love this card, and I'll tell you why. The Knight of Coins is, he's the slowest card, okay? But he's one of the most solid cards when I see him. So what is happening is you are getting the achievement. You are achieving what it is that you need to go. There's progress happening, but it's not going to be quick, okay? So if you in the past have always kind of taken the easy way out, or you've taken the way out that hasn't always resonated. Yes, it felt good at the moment, but ultimately, you know, there's that feeling of dissatisfaction. Letting go of that energy and moving forward and recognizing the fact that sometimes I can't always take the easy road, or I can't always take the most tempting offer. I have to take the one that is going to be the best for me. It is a slow progress. Okay, but here's the thing, is that it is the most grounded process. And I'm just going to give you an example, as, you know, and we've all been there, you know, with, let's say, in relationships, where when somebody's moving too fast, it tends to, you know, as a woman, when men approach us, and they're like, oh, you know, I love you, I want to do this, and I can see us having, you know, 800 children, and I did, that makes a woman feel very insecure. They really back off. It doesn't make us feel insecure. It makes us like wary, is what I meant to say. It makes us go, no. Because that person isn't putting that effort into a relationship. It makes us go, wait a minute, dude, you don't even know who the heck I am. You know, you're not taking that time to get to know me. And this could be with anything, okay? It's like being offered a job as that King of Pentacles, but if you're not doing the work behind it, if you're not, you know, taking those steps that you're needed to do, you could start off as the King of Pentacles, but end up as the Joker. Okay, so this is what it's talking about, is really working on that full progress. And here's the thing, is that Knight of Pentacles, he's a very grounded individual. So even though he's moving slowly, he's making that progress toward what it is. So when I see this this Knight of Pentacles coming through, especially in relationships, I'll say to somebody, you know, this is a card that, yes, they are making the movement toward you, but it's not going to be quickly. They're going to take their time and learn what they can about a person or a place or a thing or whatever it is that they need to do ahead of time. They're taking their time. They're doing this for full personal satisfaction, which is amazing. Like, they're not just jumping into anything without thinking about it. And sometimes when we get those tempting offers, or, you know, whatever it is coming through, where, you know, we're not thinking about all of the things that could possibly happen within receiving that offer. Okay, so we might receive an offer, it sounds great, but ultimately we feel blocked, restrained. It's going to hold us back. We're trying to please everybody. We're not really pleasing ourselves. And, you know, it also causes a lot of times a collision of our belief styles, attitudes, and energies. And whether this is within you or somebody else, it really is, you know, not the way to do it. We need to learn and have the progress of moving forward in a way that's going to be progressive for us. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out a couple more cards. Look at this again, the King of Coins. I cannot make this up, guys. This is what it's telling you to do. Take that time in order to achieve, again, this, you know, King of Pentacles energy. top of the world, this king. You have to do the work. Okay? You have to do the work. I love it. 10 of Wands. And again, you know, this is really saying, so these are the energies to release, is really, you know, yes, it is going to be work. It is going to be work, okay? But asking for the signs, letting go of that easy route, release that is where you want to, you know, what you're striving for. So this 10 of Wands energy, this is somebody who feels overwhelmed and burdened and restrained, and they feel like so full of responsibilities and all that stuff. And if that's you and you're saying, okay, well, I'm taking the easy way out because I've got all of this other junk on top of me that I'm trying to sift through, take one thing at a time. You don't need to do it all at once. Again, you know, that Knight of Pentacles energy is coming through. Take your time. There's no rush. Take your time. Really work through each detail or each individual issue in a way that is going to fully solve that issue, instead of just brushing it aside and going, okay, well, you know what? I'm done. You know, I'm good right now. Whatever it is. You know, move on to the next. Because if you don't fully deal with it, it is going to come back. And if you are trying to, you know, achieve this King of Coins energy, you cannot do it by taking the easy route. Okay, so I'm going to end this reading with a message from the universe. And I am going to be reading from the book on this one because these messages can be quite profound. This is the Mystical Shaman deck. So again, you know, if there's any decks that you guys are interested, you know, in purchasing for yourself in regards to tarot cards or something, I did put all the links down below, as well as a link to my website, Facebook, Instagram, and please leave me comments, like, subscribe, share. Truly appreciated. All right. So let's see what this one has to say. The Ghost Dance. Okay, so again, I'm going to be reading from the book for this one. The Ghost Dance. Okay, so the essence of the card. So that means what the card is about. And then we've got the invitation, and these are, you know, advice in regards to the card. So the essence, the ghost dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors were honored, they bring harmony to us. When we hold them responsible for all that is wrong with us today, they haunt us. Honor the spirits of the ancestors and receive the lessons and gifts, and this includes honoring your own past lives. So if you have in the past taken things the easy way out, or even if you've blamed others, you know, for maybe perhaps where you are, it is really saying, like, let go of these behaviors, because you know, these behaviors can come back and haunt us. Okay, it's about honoring our past, but allowing our future to move ahead. It also talks about the invitation of the card is the ancestors have a message of healing and a powerful medicine to offer you. Create a sacred moment at your altar, light a candle to them, and let their wisdom infuse you. You actually really don't need an altar unless, you know, that's what you want to do. But this is really talking about going, you know, into yourself. At this stage in your life, you are done repeating their tragic stories. Yeah, stop repeating what you were doing in the past. Stop taking that easy way out. Stop. You know, it's time to step into abundance that is offered to you. Receive the gifts of those that have come before you and write a new story of your life. Step into the abundance. Okay? Stop repeating old junk that you no longer need. We start receiving the abundance of that King of Pentacles energy. Okay, the medicine. If you are trapped in a vicious cycle of nostalgia, mourning, a lost youth, or opportunities missed, it's time to make an altar for the ancestors. Again, you know, you don't really need to make an altar. I will just continue reading it though. Collect a few photos, light some incense, offer sage, and open windows of your house to release them to the destiny and to the wind. Be wary of being snared in a relationship with somebody from a past lifetime, as the people we loved or hurt have a way of reappearing in our lives. There's no learning for you there anymore. So, you know, I don't even know, that may, the fact of somebody, an actual person may resonate with you, but what I'm really getting here, and you know, for some of you, I'm actually hearing in my head that, you know, some of you may be repeating patterns with a particular person, and you may be doing it out of obligation as well. And again, it's the easiest path to resistance. Like, you know, when we have somebody that we can keep going back to, but we're not feeling completely genuinely satisfied with, maybe we're in a full relationship with them, it is saying, you know, maybe it's time to release that energy. Okay, going back and back and back into the past isn't helping us. Repeating the same cycles isn't helping us. It's time to move forward to gain that abundance. And in order to gain the abundance, we need to take the steps and the progress towards achieving that. So I truly hope that this has helped, guys. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. Please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate you watching my channel. Take care and have a good day, and many blessings.